Whoa, it's been 3 weeks of hibernation for me, Shiba, and my lockdown mantras. While things have been raising for both my visual effects designer Sujit and me, our mantra journey has come to a screeching halt. If it weren't for concerned queries from my mantra fans, it would have been shelved and put away forever. So here I am again with something that I believe in and my kind of mantra. What is one of the most difficult tasks in the world? Your job? Household chores? Pleasing people? Submitting tasks on time? Well, I guess the list is endless. I think the most difficult task for most people is striking the balance. Whether it's love or hate, home or work or play, or just about anything in life. We have to just pause and think for a while as to which bridge we want to burn and which bridge we have to cross. In the times we live, that kind of thinking is not welcome. Just look at politics the world over. You're expected to choose one from the other, love that one and hate the other, and any other point of view or opinion is flushed down with name calling. In relationships, the same thing is happening. You read so much of news about young people who, once out of a relationship, are on a vengeance mode of destroying the other through any means possible. When they were blindly in love, they couldn't be apart, and when they fell apart, they hated each other blindly. There are some who worry endlessly over the smallest of things, and some others who don't care about anything that happens around them. It can hold true for the overzealous religious group and the hardcore atheists. For me, it's been about striking the balance between work and home. At least before, work was mostly done in school. With online classes in full swing now, I find myself working overtime and trying to find time in between to manage my home. It's this basic rule of balance that strikes harmony in the world and in our homes. There's so much of calm in staying in the middle path, of staying on that bridge of tranquility. In relationships, it gives you a breathing space as well as an understanding of each other. It lets you celebrate the other person instead of killing it with toxic possessiveness or cold negligence. In political leanings, you're not actually leaning, but you're able to analyze what is happening on the other side and see it apolitically. And the light dawns then that they are all the same kind, just differently colored to deceive us. There's a saying, Kayala mele tenge pole. It means you can join either side. But actually, it gives you a better view on both the worlds. It's this basic nature which dominates your treat, your day to day activities, and everything about you. If you don't take a break from your work, you get no time for pleasure and to be with the people who love you. If all you think of is play, there's no time for anything else as it's so addictive. If all you do is spend time on social media, you end up being pulled into its web where you can get entangled and unable to free yourself. If you love or hate a person so deeply, you're suffocating yourself and that person. If you're politically inclined, you end up being a nationalist or a terrorist. The world certainly doesn't need this. Right now, this is exhibited in the midst of this pandemic as well. People who refuse to wear a mask to people who hurt the ones who don't. People who go gallivanting through town when they're supposed to be in self isolation to people stoning the houses of people who are in quarantine. People who refuse to believe in community spread to people who refuse to move out of their homes for the basic amenities. Finding a way between protesting on the streets and knowing the truth is the most impossible task. So let's try to strike a balance between everything that is happening in our lives. On that note, let me cut my work timings and spend more time outside the Google Classroom. May you find the bridge of tranquility and see the world in a more beautiful canvas. Have a great week.